Today is, let's see, oh, today is the 29th. I thought it was the 28th. Whoa, I'm a day behind. What happened to the 28th? Anyway, today is September 29th, 2023. I thought it was 28th. Boy, the days go by so fast. Oh well. Today is September 29th, 2023. I am about to mark the 850th YouTube video. And still, I'm not consistently profitable. I'm making an incremental progress towards becoming, I believe, consistently profitable ability. So I move along because I believe. So for the past now almost 3 years, I have been sort of studying, but a lot of time trading, which is the exact opposite of what I need to do. What I need to do is spend a lot of time in the background formulating the idea, back testing it, and then trading it. I have to eclipse the actual trading time with the background work. It's like I'm attempting to run a marathon by just running the marathon, which means that I'm going to lose every time. But if I were to take practice of what marathon is, study it and study it and study it, practice and practice and practice. My trading buddy just sent a text message while I was at work washing dishes. And he said, practice, practice, practice is right. It is right. The reality is that's what I need to do. Now, real work begins. I have been floundering for the past 3 years. Now the real work begins. What I need to do is formulate these ideas that I have, okay? Concretize it, bring it forth, put it in actual, bring it to life, okay? God breathed life into existence. He said, let there be light. That's what he said. In the beginning, I believe it works like this. I read the Bible 9 times from cover to cover. And what is consistent about the types of Bibles there are, they generally describe mostly the same way. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Yada, 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 yada. Okay? And then he rested on the 7th day. So, by following his example, okay, I read the Bible from cover to cover 9 times. Twice when I was incarcerated for like 30 days for this grand theft, okay? And the judge said, okay, do you want to break it into 2 sessions? I was in Florida, but I like to take care of it just once through. And when I told my employer, I said, look, I'm innocent. However, I can't fight it in court because these individuals are very malicious, and so I had to take a plea. Otherwise, I'm like almost 50 years old at that time, and I'd be spending like the rest of my life in incarceration, which is, I mean, it's very possible because people look at me and they think, well, just look at that guy. He did it. Just look at them, right? And so there's really so when I told my employer, look, I have to spend 30 days, and then I'll come back, but but they but they just cannot have somebody with a criminal record working for them because it just taints a extraordinarily prestigious company, and I cannot soil their prestige and reputation by representing them on such a high level, very, very important work. And so they said, hey, you know, we'll have to let you go. And then there was no place for me to go. Okay. So I had to go to a homeless shelter here. So that's where I am. Okay. Now what I need to do is, that's how it began. And for the past 2 to 3 years now, I have been floundering because I was unable to really capture the essence of what I really need to do. And now I realize the real work now begins. And what that means is simple. It's very, very simple. All I have to do is backtest. Backtest, concretize, bring into existence, just like God did. He said, let there be heaven and earth. Heaven and let there be. Okay, what does he say? Okay, let's see. In the beginning. What did he say? Let's see. It says here, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. And God said, let there be light. Bing! Bingo! Ping! Right there. You see the light right there? Ping! Okay? In the beginning, okay? God created the heavens and the earth. And then people who gamble in the stock market has not read the first sentence of the Bible. Okay? They have not actualized the words, God in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. That's it. It's finite. It's existence. God created heavens and the earth. It's simple. It's concrete. It's solid. There's nothing to argue about. There's absolutely nothing more truthful and factual and substance. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And God said, let there be light. And there was light. Okay? For me, what I've noticed is this. For now, God created Wall Street. For me, what I failed to do was heed, let there be light upon these setups. So when I trade, I have to be able to say, that's the setup. I have to recognize it. Why is it a setup? Then I have to specifically identify each of the confluences that supports that specific instance of that transaction that I will perform. And then I have to own it, and I have to put a label to it. God said, let there be light. What is light? but he said light. So it is light. There's nothing more finite than when God said, let there be light. Right? There's absolutely nothing more concrete and real than when God said, let there be light. And there was light. So I'm literally taking this from the Bible on how to trade. So trading is about specifically identifying into existence a specific setup. And that specific setup has specific characteristics that allows me to identify concretely what that is. So next time I see it, 1, 2, 3, 4, yep, 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 I take a trade. 1, 2, 3, 4, I take a trade. 1, 2, 3, 4, I take a trade. 1, not 2, not 3, oh, I can't take the trade. That is the foundation of day trading. And then I concretize it, cement it, and finalize it, package it up, go to the market, and use it based on hours and hours and hours and hours. Linda Rasky talked about years. Al Brooks talked about him doing this for 10 years. There are numerous other people who have blown accounts. Their wives would say to them, look, maybe it's about time that you got a real job. Maybe it's not for you. They had to get to this point. And then they finally, these things click together because it's like just like it says here. Now the earth was formless and empty. How? It's just amazing to me how trading is so relevant. Okay, when I first got into day trading, I went to Wall Street. There's a thing called Wall Street that God created. And then it's now the earth was formless and empty, which is exactly the same situation because I'm trading based on a setup not being formed and it's empty. So I just go in there willy-nilly and best chance I have is 50-50, right? Or even less because probably less because I haven't done the homework to understand how human behavior and how the chart candlestick formations make me see in a way that will be detrimental to my trading. And I have lost, honestly, about $5,500 in FTMO challenges. I'm getting a little bit smarter because I was doing 50K, 100K, 25K. Now I'm not that smart because I'm still paying 10K challenges, still a substantial amount of money, because I should be very happy with the demo and I should be trading demo until I figure this out. Okay? It has occurred to me that what I lack is just right there. It's the second sentence of the Bible. It says, now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. I read that at least 9 times. From beginning to the end, I read that at least 9 times. So now the real work begins. I was not certain what I needed to do. If I was an experienced day trader who is consistently profitable, that means that I have, and it fits. I looked at these FTMO traders. They know exactly why they're trading. They even have 20 to 30 files in the program, their PC that has a list on it. It's called ABC something. They name it. And so when they see it, they trade that. Okay, that elevates the probability that they're going to be that they're going to be successful. But if I do not do that, then any chart signal based on just a single layer, even a billionaire, this lady was on billionaire, what is that? Undercover billionaire, and she's a billionaire, and she talks about creating music, and music has layers, and layers into the music attracts her. Okay, she appreciates music that has layers. I'm not a musician, so I don't know. Okay, she must be talking about something because she's an expert at it. And therefore, I have to create layers within the market to understand, to get to the surface level, to understand on a deeper level and identify specifically the tendencies and the statistical probability. It is essentially looking at the market and looking at the layers behind it to see what's really going on, so that I can understand what the next thing will be doing if I understand what the background is. Like the 200-day moving average is the first is the background layer of what exists currently. What exists currently is riding on that waveform of the trend that was created by the 200-day moving average. Okay? Now the real work begins. And it begins in the beginning. God created the heavens and the earth. Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. See, I should go into the Catholic book and read that. Okay? This one is the NIV version. Let's see if there's a Catholic version. Oh, here it is. Let's see what the Catholic says. Let's see what the Catholic says. Okay, so okay. So here, okay. So here it says here. Okay, let's see if I can Catholic Bible. Let's see here. Let's see what it says. This is your origin of the universe. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was formless and barren, and darkness covered the abyss, while the Spirit of God hovered over the waters. God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. God saw that the light was good, and he separated the light from the darkness, and he called the light day, and he called the darkness night. This was the evening and the morning of the first day. Today is the first day. Today is the first day.